Court is now in session. Judge, this is the case of the Carters.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Mr. Carter, it looks like you brought this case, so what's going on?
Yes, Your Honor. I am a manager at an urban clothing store, and I only make $35,000 a year, and I'm paying child support toward my ex-wife here. She is a dental assistant, and also she does Herbalife distribution, and she's making a little over 200 grand a year. And I just need a little help because she's not doing child support at all, and it's a struggle for me right now. I'm a retired U.S. veteran, and it's just a struggle with my two boys.
Okay. Ma'am?
Yes. Well,
why do you agree with everything that he's saying?
no, I do not.
Okay, so what is
If he
going on?
stayed at the casinos, he probably would have more money than he does.
That's not true, Your Honor. I'm always home with my boys when I'm not working.
Okay, who is paying child support in this case?
And I have custody of my boys.
He's paying child support. It looks like you guys split custody. So it says Sunday through 1 week with one parent, and then Sunday.
Well, here's the thing, Your Honor. She's always on vacation. She's always gone. So I've had my boys for the little over 7 weeks straight. She has not seen her kids in 7 weeks.
Sir, when I address her, you stop talking.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you see this man right here? He will make sure that you are escorted out of this courtroom. We do not need any more loud outbursts. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Thank you. Now you may continue, sir.
She goes on vacation. She's out of town all the time. I've had my boys for 7 weeks straight. She hasn't seen her boys in 7 weeks.
7 weeks straight. Wait a minute. You guys are supposed to be alternating weeks, because if the children are with him 7 weeks straight, that means his expenses are increasing. And based on the paperwork that you...
Many people mistakenly believe that child support is automatic in joint custody cases, but the reality is far more complex. Courts carefully review a range of factors before making any decision. They examine each parent's income, determine who is covering the child's daily needs, and work toward a solution that feels fair to both sides. This process goes far beyond written agreements. Judges dig into the real-life details of each situation. For example, imagine the father has been covering all expenses alone for nearly 2 months while the mother is away on vacation. That fact alone can change the entire conversation in court. Judges weigh these practical realities heavily, understanding that fairness means more than simply following paperwork. They look closely at who has been carrying the burden and whether arrangements should shift accordingly. A judge's behavior in the courtroom can also reveal a lot. Subtle cues, like a tone of doubt or pointed questions, may signal skepticism about the fairness of the current agreement. This doubt can influence the outcome, potentially altering who is responsible for support and to what extent. Judges are tasked with balancing fairness, facts, and financial realities before issuing a decision. Ultimately, child support rulings are not fixed or predictable. They change depending on the evolving circumstances of each case, the financial situations of both parents, and the judge's discretion. Every decision is unique, reflecting the real challenges of balancing responsibility and fairness for the child's best interest.
It says here you make about $125,000 as... What is it? Where is it that you're working?
I work for a dental firm.
Okay.
And we make a lot of different castings and models for false teeth and implants. However, Your Honor, when I've been out, it's because I've been doing training.
Okay, that's great. So no one is disputing whether or not you're doing training, but according to the documents that you provided, you make about $125,000 at your main job, and then an additional $25,000 doing Herbalife on the side. So that amounts to about $150,000 a year. This man only makes $35,000, and you think he should still be paying child support and he has the children more than you?
Hold on. Things just took an unexpected turn. The mother openly admits she earns a 6-figure income and insists she's footing the bill for everything the kids need, from private school tuition to music lessons. On the surface, that sounds impressive and responsible. But then the father delivers a surprising revelation that shifts the entire case. Both children are actually on scholarships, meaning tuition is already covered. That fact changes a whole dynamic. If schooling costs aren't being paid out of pocket, then where exactly is this large sum of money going? This raises a critical question. Is this truly about covering the children's needs, or is it a matter of asserting control? In court, judges don't simply accept claims at face value. They investigate thoroughly, reviewing receipts, bank records, and verified fact before making a decision. Right now, those facts are showing inconsistencies. This isn't just a dispute about expenses anymore. It's a deeper question about intent and fairness. The court will weigh whether this is genuine financial responsibility or tactic to maintain dominance. With this new evidence, the judge may start to question the mother's credibility, and that could significantly shift the outcome of the case.
Is that what you're asking me to do?
I'm just letting you know that.
I don't need to know what you're letting me know. I need for you to answer my question. Is that what you're asking me to do? Allow this man to keep paying child support, and you're making excuse me, that's my job, thanks. You make $150,000 a year.
I pay for the boys' private school. They have private piano lessons. I pay for I pay their
Excuse me, Your
health
Honor.
insurance.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Both of my boys are on scholarship.
Okay, you know, that's beside the point here. Ma'am, you guys have a split custody arrangement. You understand that, right?
Yes, I do.
Not in all cases does somebody have to pay child support, because it's up to me to decide if someone pays child support or someone doesn't pay child support. But with the earning differences, $35,000 a year, $150,000 a year, sir, what type of things are you able to afford to do with your boys? And taking into account your bills and everything like that.
After bills and everything is taken care of, after my boys are fed, luckily give them some clothes that they need to go outside and play at the park. Maybe Six Flags every now and again.
Okay, ma'am, what are some of the things that you're able to do with the boys?
As much as I can when he allows them to come over.
You know what? See, you're playing games. Let me ask you the question. What has she done with the boys?
She takes them to Paris. They go overseas.
Paris?
They've been on
never been to
Disney
Paris.
cruises. Every time she gets them, they're going somewhere special and fancy.
And just when you think this case couldn't get any more dramatic, another bombshell drops. The mother isn't just owning 4 times more than the father. She also owns a $350,000 home. But here's the kicker. The father lives there rent-free. No mortgage payments, no rent, not a single contribution toward upkeep. Let's break this down. She holds a clear financial advantage, has the means to offer the children a comfortable lifestyle, and yet still insists he should pay child support. That shifts the debate from fairness into a whole new realm, one that raises serious questions about motivation. The courtroom atmosphere changes instantly. You can almost sense the judge's curiosity and skepticism growing at this point. The question becomes more than just numbers on a ledger. Is this dispute truly about the children's welfare, or is it about power and control? From the fact presented so far, the balance of financial responsibility and influence has dramatically shifted, and the court will have to decide where fairness really lies.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, it would make sense if you were making $150,000
And she just
a year,
lucked up
right?
on a job, Your Honor, so just to be
And this
quite
is
honest.
considering he's living in my $350,000 house that he doesn't pay any type of mortgage at all whatsoever.
You have a $350,000, ma'am.
He lives in the $350,000.
He lives in it, but you
house,
own
Your
it, right?
Honor.
You own it. You
And
have
he
all
doesn't
of
pay
this
any
money.
bills.
You have all of the, but the kids have been with him for 7 weeks, ma'am.
Because
at a
I
time.
was doing training so I can continue to send them to the private schools that they attend
Well,
and
On
have
a
the best
scholarship.
and the finest
On a
things.
scholarship.
That's great. But you know what? You know what? That's why you come to court, so I can resolve these issues, right? So let me tell you what we're about to do. $150,000 a year. I have your gross at $12,500. How many children do you have, ma'am?
2.
2, okay. Net at $9,000. Okay, based on 20.63%. Okay. And
I do take care of my sister's 3 children as well.
When did this start?
Wait.
6 months ago. 6 months ago.
Whose children are these?
Our sons belong to him and I, but I have 3
Okay.
of my sister's children that I
I'm
take
just
care
saying,
of.
I'm just
Then,
saying
well, let
this,
me
Your Honor.
let you know how this goes, okay? Anybody else's kids are not a part of this case. Understood? So you have 2 children that are involved in this case we're here about, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what we're going to do is offset the child support based on the amount of money that you make. You understand that? Ma'am, do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Because you're giving me this look like you're confused on what's going on here.
And just like that, the courtroom shifts completely. The tables have turned. The judge delivers a decisive ruling. The mother is now responsible for child support. But this decision didn't come out of nowhere. Courts follow a clear process, using an income offset method that weighs each parent's earnings and assigns financial responsibility in a way that's fair and balanced. In this case, the numbers spoke loudly. The father earns $35,000 a year, while the mother brings in a staggering $150,000, more than 4 times his income. That kind of gap can't be overlooked. The judge concluded that fairness demands a change, ordering the mother to pay $1,456 each month in child support. This decision reflects a deeper commitment to balance, rather than forcing a struggling parent to cover luxury expenses while barely making ends meet. This ruling isn't just about money, it's about restoring equity. The judge recognized the imbalance and acted to ensure that both parents share the burden in a way that reflects their real ability to contribute. The scales of financial responsibility are finally being adjusted, and the decision sends a powerful message about fairness in family law.
Okay, so based on this, I did an offset of what you would make and what your child support obligation should be a month. So your child support obligation comes out to $1,456 a month. That is to be paid each month on the first of each month, and those payments are going to be allocated to Mr. Carter. Ma'am, it's not fair to your children that at dad's house they're not able to do as much as they are to do with you, and it's not to punish you for having a great job. That's awesome. However, when you think about what's in the best interest of these children, they can't go to Disneyland and do all of that with dad. Did you ever stop to make it, ask your kids how they feel about that? It's not fair they get to do everything with you and not with dad. And he only makes $35,000 a year.
Your Honor, I understand, but when I was out getting education, he decided to run around and chase everything that had legs.
This has
Okay, well,
nothing
you
to do
know
with
what?
nothing.
You know what? You guys need to be in a different court for that. That has nothing to do with me. Anything else pertaining to these children and the money's here?
No,
Anything
Your
else?
Honor. No, Your Honor.
Anything else from you?
No,
Okay,
Your Honor.
thank you. You all may be excused.
This case reveals an important truth about child support. It isn't meant to punish the high-earning parent. It's about fairness and balance. When one parent earns significantly more while sharing custody, the system aims to ensure both homes can offer similar opportunities for the children. The goal isn't about who earns more money. It's about making sure the kids enjoy a consistent standard of living no matter whose house they're in, that a child's well-being shouldn't hinge on which parent they happen to be with. Stability is key, and that's why courts rely on income-based calculations. These formulas aren't designed to create unfair burdens, but to ensure each parent contributes in proportion to their ability. It's a system built to protect the child's best interests, not to reward or punish either side. But here's the real question. Did a judge make the right call? Should child support hinge purely on income, or should custody time weigh more heavily? Should the wealthier parent always pay more, even when parenting duties are equal? This is where fairness meets debate, and the answer isn't always simple. What's your take? Share your thoughts below.